Hello everyone, and thank you for attending our Welcome to ArredoCAD Designer webinar. Just some logistics before we get started. Next slide. All attendee lines will be muted. If you have any questions, you could send it our way via the chat box. The webcast will be recorded so you can view it later on. And if you have any additional questions, please feel free to contact us at 305-445-6480, or you can email us at info@ddscad.com. And without any further delay, I'd like to pass it along to our ArredoCAD expert, Marco Andriani. Take it away.
Okay. Hi, Alex. Hello, everybody. Can you hear me?
Yeah, Marco, we hear you all right.
Okay.
Yeah, we hear you.
Okay. Thank you, Alex, for the introduction. And first of all, I want to thank the staff of DDS-CAD for support and for the fantastic organization of this webinar. We will spend together about 40-45 minutes, and I'd like to show you the main features of ArredoCAD Live. So I will create a small project with ArredoCAD, starting from the layout to the final rendering, to show you how ArredoCAD actually works. So let me show you some rendering, first of all, from our gallery. These renderings have been made with D-Ray. D-Ray is the rendering engine of ArredoCAD that is integrated in the software, so you don't use external rendering engines, but you can run your renderings directly from ArredoCAD. What is ArredoCAD? ArredoCAD is a 3D interiors design software used by architects, interior designers, furniture resellers, home stagers, professional of home remodeling or coverings, and so on. Here you can see some simple. In ArredoCAD, you find a library of more than 30,000 3D elements of kitchens, wardrobes, bathrooms, living rooms. You also find the products of our partners like famous Italian brands like Catalan, Molteni, Floss, and many more. You can also furnish outdoor spaces like you can see here in the software. As we will see, you have tools to manage lighting, so you can present and visualize the same project with daylight or by night. With ArredoCAD, you can also furnish bedrooms, children bedrooms, bathrooms, hotels, bars, shops, and so on. You can also import 3D elements from 3D Studio Max or SketchUp or in OBJ format if you need. So let's say that with ArredoCAD, you can design any kind of furnishing and architectural solution. And in this way, you can customize your proposals, your project for your customers. For example, I want to show you this rendering about the same room that has been furnished with 4 completely different styles. Okay, so we have a vintage style, modern, traditional style for the same room. In this way, you can satisfy the request and the needs and the request of customization of your customers. Most important thing before starting the presentation, I say that ArredoCAD is a selling and a marketing tool that allows you to present your projects to your customer in an effective and professional way. And to promote your activity, your skills, you could create a portfolio of your best renderings that you can share in your website or in your social networks to promote your activity and find new clients. The rendering is not the only tool available in ArredoCAD. You can also create panoramic renderings, and you can also link the panoramic renderings of different rooms. In this way, you can create a virtual tour that you can share with your customers. It's just a link, and your customer will be able to navigate through the scene from his smartphone or tablet or any kind of device. You can also insert pop-up pictures to add further information about the products that you have used in your project. And you can move, for example, in the bedroom, or in this case, in the bathroom. Here I have added a detail of the covering used for this bathroom. You can also export the project for the virtual reality, and for example, for Oculus Rift. So in this way, you can also live the experience of the virtual reality and walk through the project. So these are the main tools through which you can present your projects to your customers. Okay, and once you have completed your project, let's say that ArredoCAD becomes a sort of interactive catalog that allows you to show to your customers any change in real time. But let's see now, let's enter in ArredoCAD and in the main interface of the software. Here is it. This is the 3D view, okay? This is a small project that now I will create something similar, okay? Just to show you how ArredoCAD works actually. Let's say that your customer would like to see the same kitchen but with a different color, for example. Well, now I just have to enter in the materials archive, change the color. For example, let's take a Phoenix, a very trendy material now, gray, for example. Let's do the same for the drawer. And let's take Phoenix again, just one click. And in a few seconds, I can show the same kitchen with a different color. Of course, this is not a rendering. This is the 3D window of ArredoCAD in which you can move in real time. I can also drag and drop colors and materials, so I can very easily show my customers, I don't know, the same table with different textures, wooden textures or any other material. The same for the sofa. For example, I don't know, let's open the leather colors and let's apply with a drag and drop a different color to the sofa. The same for the floor. If I open the floor, I can replace this floor with another one. I enter in the archive. Here you find more than 15,000 of floors, coverings, wallpapers. Of course, you are able to import any kind of picture in JPG, BMP, or PNG. So for example, let's choose this one, just a click, and in a few seconds, ArredoCAD replaces the floor with the new one. Okay, now let's see how ArredoCAD works now. So let's start a new project. So I click on new project. Now I can also not to save these changes. Here I can insert, of course, the name of the project, ArredoCAD webinar, for example. First of all, we have to set a layout. You can design a layout from scratch, or you can import a layout in DWG or DXF format, or as I will do now, we can use disclosed partners. Here you have different shapes. Let's take, I don't know, this one, for example. I enter the length of the first wall, for example, 10 meters. Now I'm working in millimeters, but ArredoCAD is also available in inches. And at the end of the project, I will show you how to turn automatically the millimeters into inches. Okay, for me, it's better in millimeters. So now I use millimeters. Let's enter the length of the second wall. From here, I can change the thickness and the height of the wall, rotate, mirror, and so on. Let's press OK. Now here I'm in the wall management. I can easily create a partition wall. So I have just to enter the distance from the right side, for example, and click here. Let's create another partition wall here, for example. Okay, and so on. So I can easily create my own layout. Here you have all the tools to create round walls and to hide the walls and delete walls, change the color of the walls, and so on. Okay, now let's enter in the main interface of ArredoCAD, and let's start to, sorry, let me move, okay. And let's start inserting doors and windows, for example. So I open the library, I open the doors folder. Here you find hundreds of doors, armored doors, flash wall doors, sliding doors, folding doors, and so on. Let's start with an armored doors, just a double click. I choose the working wall and I insert the door here. I can choose the handle, and I can change the dimensions, the kind of opening, the position on the wall, and so on. Let's press OK. And now let's insert, for example, a sliding door here. So here you have a lot of models available: external wall, internal wall, ceiling, built-in, double rail, triple rail, and so on. Let's take this one, for example. And let's insert it here. Okay, again, I can choose if I wanted wood, wooden glass, aluminum profile. You have different panels available. Let's take, I don't know, this one, for example. Choose the handle and the dimensions and the position and press OK. And now let's insert just another door in this room. So let's take, for example, doors. This one is fine. Okay, again, let's choose wood, for example. Let's take, I don't know, this one, the handle, the position, and so on. Now, let's also insert some window. The window library has a lot of options that I can show you here with 1, 2, or 3 doors: French windows, windows for attic, arched windows, sliding windows, sash windows, complanar windows, and so on. Let's take a sliding window and let's insert one here. I can choose the position on the wall, and in this case, I also have an option to insert automatically the threshold. Okay, let's insert another one on the other side here, for example. Okay, so position on the wall, and let's insert the threshold. Now let's insert the floor. As you will see, you can insert the floor automatically. I just have to select a floor from the archive. Here you have a lot of materials available. I don't know, let's take a wooden floor, for example. Let's take, I don't know, this one is fine. Just one click in the room, in the middle of the room, another click to choose the direction, and ArredoCAD automatically covers the area of the room. Another one here. And in the other room, we could choose another a tile, for example, I don't know, this one. Press OK, and again, let's insert it here. Okay, now we can enter in the 3D mode. I could also open this door, of course. Or not, I can pass through the doors if I like. Let's insert the ceiling that ArredoCAD insert automatically accordingly to the layout that I have created. And for example, let's insert a wallpaper in this room. So I enter again in the archive, I choose the layout 6 for the wall coverings. From the archive, I enter in the wallpapers. Here you have a very vast choice of wallpapers available. Let's take, I don't know, this one, for example. Again, just a click in the room and ArredoCAD automatically covers all the walls of my room and cut the wallpaper around the windows and the doors. Of course, I could also select the manual mode to insert the wallpaper just on one wall or wall by wall. Okay, now let's go here and let's start designing a kitchen, for example. Here I can have a double view, of course, or just 3D or just 2D. So let's enter in the heart of ArredoCAD, that is his library. So let me select a working wall, that could be this one. And I enter in the model selection. From here, you can see that you have modern and traditional kitchens, transitional or country-style kitchens, wardrobes, bedrooms, children bedrooms, cabins, living rooms, bathrooms, and the products of our partners like Molteni, Floss, Purada, and many more. Okay, let's choose modern and traditional kitchens. First of all, I can set the dimensions of my cabinets for the base units, the corners, the wall units, and the width of my modules. And I can also save the configurations of measures for each project or for each manufacturer. I mean that with ArredoCAD, you can reproduce the model of any manufacturer you work with. And this is the first step. So you can insert the sizes of a specific manufacturer and then save them here, okay? Save them. Or I can keep the default sizes. Press OK. In the second step, I choose the colors of the kitchen and most important choice, the kind of door, okay? Here you have a very, very wide choice of doors, and these are the modern front doors, and you can see that you have any kind. You know better than me that the door is the element that makes the difference between one kitchen and another kitchen, because the structure is the same, okay? The door makes the difference, and consider that these are just the modern front doors. Here you also have the traditional front doors. So in this way, you can reproduce the model of any manufacturer you work with, and we constantly update this library. Okay, let's choose this one with a double click. And then let's choose the color for the structure. For example, wood colors. Here you find hundreds of materials. Let's take, I don't know, middle wood colors. I don't know, this could be fine. Double click. And for the cabinet doors, you have lacquer colors, matte, glossy, NCS scale, RAL scale, or laminate, Decton, Stylestone, and Phoenix, and so on. Okay, let's take Phoenix, for example. Let's take this one, 11. Let's do the same for the drawer and for the frames and profiles. Of course, I can do the same for the other components of the kitchen, and I can go back to this window in any moment. Let's start designing our kitchen. So let's open the base units. I can choose the height of the base units and the depth of the base units. And here I have any kind of cabinet available. Pull-out baskets, 1 doors and 2 doors, drawers and baskets. For example, let's insert drawers and baskets. Here you have all the combinations of drawers and baskets available. I don't know, let's take 900 is fine, just a double click to insert the element. Let's insert a cabinet for the hob and oven, for example. 60 is fine, double click. Let's insert drawers and glass baskets, or like, I don't know, this one is fine. Double click. Let's also insert the base units for electrical appliances. For example, for the dishwasher, let's take this one, double click. And also the base for the sink. So I can show you how to insert the sink. For example, here we have a 900 base. Okay, double click. Okay, let's insert some toy units. So I close the folder of the base units. I open the toy units. I can choose the height and the depth. And here I have any kind of toy units available. Open toy units with pull-out baskets, furnished toy unit with drawers and baskets, or for fridge, for example. Let's take one for fridge, just a double click. Let's just insert an open toy units, double click. If you have to change the size of a cabinet, you just have to make a double click on the cabinet and change the size, for example, 380. Of course, ArredoCAD doesn't stretch the element, but rebuild the element with a new size. This is very important because all the elements are parametric. Now let's move this one in the correct position. Okay, and let's go on building our kitchen, and let's insert the wall units here. So I open the wall units, I choose the height. Here I could have a plate rack double flap with a glass, for example, double click. And then let's insert, I don't know, a vasistas element, for example, 900 is fine, double click. Now let's insert a hood over the cabinet for the hob and the oven. So I entered in the shared accessories. I open the folder domestic appliances, ovens, and I move my cursor under the cabinet for the oven. Here you have 3D ovens or multi-brand ovens. So you find the products of AEG, Bosch, Foster, Rex, Siemens, Mag, Whirlpool, and so on. Let's take Foster, for example. This one is fine. Double click, and ArredoCAD automatically insert the oven in the correct position in the cabinet. Sorry, I was talking about the hood, so let's insert the hood. Here you have generic hoods, or also the hoods of Italian famous brands like Elica, Falmec, Faber. Let's take Falmec Design Series. I don't know, let's take one of these. This one is fine. You can also insert the elements manually. In this case, it's more practice. So let's insert it over the cabinet for the sink, for the oven. Okay, let's also insert a cooking hob. No, first of all, let's insert the top and the plinth that ArredoCAD inserts automatically. So let's open the liner elements, the top. Here you have any kind of top available: laminate, unicolor, cement, corian, ceramic, granite, marble, quartzes and glasses, and so on. Straight profile, bar profile, steel profile, shaped profile, and so on. Let's take this one, double click. Let's choose the material, quartz and glass is fine. And then let's take, I don't know, one of these, this one, double click. Automatic, yes. Flush with door, okay. The thickness is okay. Press OK, and ArredoCAD will insert the top all over the kitchen. The same for the upstands and the plinth. Let's insert the plinth. Let's say that aluminum is fine. Double click, automatic, and ArredoCAD insert the plinth all around the kitchen. Now let's also insert a cooking hob here. So cooking hob, you have angular hobs over the top, accessories, or from here I can choose the size and I don't know, gas. I don't know, Bosch. This one is fine. Press OK. In this case, it has to be centered on the base unit. It's fine. Now let's also insert a sink to complete our kitchen. So let's open the folder of the sinks. Here you have integrated sinks, sinks over the top, under the top, with one bowl and drainer, two bowls with or without the drainer, and so on. Let's take one of these. So this one is fine, double click. In this case, the balls has to be centered on the base unit. Probably it was not, okay, but it's the same. And now I will move it, and let's insert a tab. For the tab, you have generic tabs and a lot of series of tabs like Quadro, or let's insert it here. Okay, let's go out, and here I have to move the element. Okay, and let's give a look. Oh no, not yet. Okay, and let's give a look to our kitchen in the 3D view. So we can move here, and let's insert just, I don't know, a table and some chair, and then we will be able to run our first rendering. So for example, I'd like to insert a table of Molteni, for example. So I go back here, I choose Molteni, and here now I will find the products of Molteni. I can insert a table from here, also from here, that is faster. Let's choose a table. I don't know, this one is fine. Double click. I can also insert it on the plan view. Well, let's insert it here. Okay, I choose the materials. Chrome black is fine. Eucalyptus is fine. Let's also insert some chair. Here again, you have modern chairs, traditional chairs, office chairs, living room chairs, and so on. You have a lot of options. Let's take this one, double click. I can also rotate the element, pressing the tab from the keyboard to insert the chair directly in the correct position. Okay. And let's insert another one here. Okay, now let's run our first rendering. So first of all, I have to choose a point of view. So I enter in the 3D view. I can also insert a background, of course, from here. Browse, backplate, browse. Let's see, oh, Florence is fine. I can also rotate and move my background as I prefer. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Now I just have to click on the array, choose the screen, the resolution of the picture, for example, screen resolution. The environment light, that is the light that comes through the windows, 3 is enough. The sunlight that has a direction, for example, in this way. 6 is enough. And then click on 3D viewpoint and press OK. That's all. Now the array, that is the rendering engine of ArredoCAD, is uploading my scene. As you have seen, it is very easy to set the array. Consider that almost all the materials that are in the library of ArredoCAD has been already optimized for the array. Of course, you can edit the materials, and this is an important option to improve the quality of your renderings. But in the first step, so for a basic renderings, you don't need to make the editing of the material, and this allows you to save a lot of time. So in a few seconds, I will have a preview of the rendering process. Oh, sorry, this is the array 2. I want to show you the latest version of the array, sorry, the array 3, okay. The first time I have to upload my scene, okay? And then I can also make changes to the editing of the materials, or to the lighting without reloading the scene, so you can save time, and the rendering will be updated automatically. And now I will show you an example. I can also change the 3D point of view and update the rendering without uploading the scene again. So now in a few seconds I will see a preview of my rendering process. And this is the latest version of the Ray 3 that has been released some month ago. And here is available the option denoise, very important, because as you will see now in a few seconds, the denoise option will improve the quality of my rendering. Just a few seconds. Here is it. Okay, as you can see, after very few seconds, you already have a good view of your renderings, and this allows you to understand if you have made some mistake, if something is wrong, or the color, or you don't like the color, and then you can correct your project and run the rendering again. Otherwise, let's say that the quality will improve, okay, step by step, but a render like this will be ready in about, I don't know, 5 minutes, okay, or something similar. So it's very, very fast and simple to use. Okay, if I want to make some change to this kitchen, for example, during the rendering process, I can go on working on my project, and let's say that I want to see the same kitchen but with the glossy effect. So I enter in the editing materials. Here you have some presets or advanced presetting, very easy to use. Here we have a glossy parameter and the matte one. Let's take this one, preset one, press OK, and I can update directly the rendering. So without reloading the scene, in a few seconds, you will see the same rendering, the same kitchen with the glossy material. Some second, and we will see the difference. The same if I insert lighting that now I've not inserted. As you can see here now, just a few seconds, and you will see the window reflection on the cabinet. Or if I want to change the point of view, I can do that from the 3D view in this way. For example, if I want to see a detail of the kitchen, and I have just to update the scene again, so without reloading the project for the rendering. Here is it. Oh, in the meanwhile, I'd like to show you some other options of ArredoCAD. First of all, the technical prints that automatically ArredoCAD creates while you are designing. So let's choose the plan, the front view, the tops, the dimensions, and the heating with our logo if we like. Press OK. I choose the orientation of my prints. And ArredoCAD automatically creates the print for the plan with all the dimensions of the cabinets, one print for each wall, okay? And the layout of the top with the holes for the sink and the cooking hob, and the layout of the prints. I can export these prints in PDF or JPG or Windows Meta file. Okay. And ArredoCAD also provides you with the calculation of the elements that you have inserted in your project. This is a good base to prepare a quotation for your customers. So here you can insert the price of each item. I don't know, the table, well, it's rather expensive, multi table. Tool units, I don't know, 500 euros or dollars. And here is a preview. You can also insert the codes if you like. And so here you find the description of the articles, the quantities, the price, and the total amount. Okay, very important. In ArredoCAD, you find, of course, a video manual that is available from here or from the website. Sorry, it should be here. Here you find a rapid guide of ArredoCAD. These are 5 short tutorials that drive you through the creation of your first project, starting from the layout to the final renderings, and then there is the complete video manual. Here you find different chapters. For each chapter you find different topics, and for each topic you find a tutorial. Okay, and then let's arrive to the latest. Of course, here is my rendering. I could save it, of course. I can exit and stop and save renderings. And I want to show, okay, let's save it. I don't know, render 2. Okay. I want to show you one of the most important news of the latest release of ArredoCAD, that is the real-time player. What is the real-time player? Let's see how it works. So let's create a 3D scene for the real-time player, create 3D scene. Now I will enter in a new 3D navigation view with high resolution and high quality, and in which I can move in real time. And I can also interact with the objects. I can open doors and drawers. I can change the lighting. I can move the elements. And this happens in real time, as you will see. In this case, you don't have to wait for the rendering process. You just have to upload the scene, as you see here. Usually the uploading takes among 10 and 30 seconds, so also depending from your laptop, of course, or your PC. Okay, here is it. In a few seconds, I will enter in the scene, in the 3D real-time player. Here is it. Here I can move in real time, so the quality is of course better than the one of the 3D window. I can move in the different rooms. And here I can interact and modify my scene in real time. For example, if I want to change lighting, the global light, I can increase the ambient light to have the scene lighter or darker. I can change the direction of the sun in real time. And also in this way, I can play with my objects. So for example, if I want to, let's move closer to the kitchen. Here I have a lot of options, edit scene, actions, and now I just have to click on the drawers and the doors to open and close them. The same for the wall units, of course. And so I can play also in front of my customer because everything happens in real time. I don't have to wait for the loading of the rendering. I can also move objects. So if I click, here in edit scene and move objects on the plane, for example, I can easily select and move my objects very, very quickly. From here, I can add a sound, I can add a video. Now I have not a TV here, but if I had, I could insert a video on the TV. Of course, in this way, you can save any picture in very few seconds. You can choose a low or high quality, and you just have to click here and save the picture on the desktop, for example. In this way, you can get hundreds of pictures from your project from different points of view without waiting for the rendering process ends. And so you can save a lot of time and you can show your customers your projects in a very effective way. So now let's exit from here, close. Okay. And here I have the archive of all my projects, of course, and then I can exit from here. Okay, here are again. Oh, as I told you, you can turn millimeters into inches, so it's very easy from the options, preferences, and here you have measures in inches or feet, or you also have different ways to visualize the fractional, and automatically ArredoCAD turns all the millimeters measures into inches, as you can see from here. Okay, of course, ArredoCAD has a lot of options, but I think that these are the main ones. Before closing my presentation, I remember that from the website of DDS CAD here, if you click on software and then ArredoCAD, you can ask for a 30 days free trial of ArredoCAD. So you just have to fill this form to receive a link and the code to activate the trial for 30 days free. The trial is complete. You just have a small watermark on the renderings, of course. That's the only limit, let's say. Okay, so I think that we can, if you have some questions, now today the presentations was about the main features of ArredoCAD, of course, but I don't know if you have some specific question I can answer to your questions.
Thank you, Marco, for that amazing presentation. It looks like I do have a couple questions over here on my end. First question, what are the prices? Is it
Yes.
subscription or perpetual?
Yes, you can, there are different options available. The lifetime license is still available, let's say, and or you have monthly and yearly subscription plans. So in the monthly and yearly subscription plans, the support and updates are included. ArredoCAD is available in two different versions. There is the full version, ArredoCAD Designer, with the 30,000 3D elements of kitchens, living rooms, bedrooms, wardrobes, and so on. But it is also available, the ArredoCAD Kitchen. It means that the features are the same, the rendering is the same, but in this case, you just find you find 8,000 3D elements for kitchens, as well, of course, accessories, design items, architectural elements, doors, and windows. The price is the half of the full version.
Okay, thank you. Second question, you went over it. Looks like they want to see it again. Is it possible to request a free trial?
Yes, sure. From the website of DDS CAD, if you click on software, here you find ArredoCAD, and here you find, okay, brochure, update, news, and demo trial. So you just have to fill this form to receive automatically an email with the codes and the link to download ArredoCAD.
Okay, and looks like the last question I have, how can I learn to use ArredoCAD?
Yes, here we have seen the video manual that is the first tool by which you can learn by yourself. As you have seen, ArredoCAD is not so difficult to use, okay? It's not a 3D modeler software or BIM software, but it's very simple. You just need to make some practice with the main commands, and the guide, the rapid guide, is the first tool, ArredoCAD in 5 steps. I would say that you can start from here by yourself, and then you can go in depth watching some other video of the video manual. We also organize in cooperation with DDS-CAD some courses, customized courses of 1 hour, 2 hours. Consider that a basic course of ArredoCAD is a course of 4 hours. So not so difficult to learn how to use it, and you can find all the tools to here you also have tip and tricks, and that are some other videos that show you some main topic, like how to change the colors of the elements, how to draw a plan from scratch, or inserting light sources. Now in this project I have not inserted lightings because the environmental light and the sunlight were enough, but in some cases you need to insert light sources. Now I can show you very quickly from here. In the usually you use quad light. Quad light, for example, okay, now I show it from here, are okay, you have light points, spots, and quad lights. Quad lights are luminous bars with the direction upward, downward, that you can change the dimension, the intensity. And with these and with the quad light, we have created, for example, these effects here. So you have all the tools in ArredoCAD to learn how to use it.
Okay, looks like that's all the questions we have.
Okay.
So I just want to say thank you again all for attending our ArredoCAD Designer webinar. If you have any other questions, you can feel free to contact us at 305-445-6480, or you can email us at info@ddscad.com.
Okay, thank you everybody, and thanks to you, Alex and Sandra and the DSCAD staff for this webinar. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Marco.